of Toastmasters International, you are requested to keep away from 3 taboo topics, that is sex, religion and politics during the meeting. Further, I request every one of you to switch off your mobile phones or put it in silent mode to avoid distraction. Also, you are requested to be seated comfortably until you are called. With this note, now I call up our President, Toastmasters to the next program.
Welcome to meeting number 156. This is the last meeting of current ExCom.
And the first meeting in the new year. No, not first. Next. New venue.
First meeting in the new venue. In order to explain the reason why we are here, everybody is aware. Foodlands restaurant is getting refurbished. They said 2 months, that is 4 meetings, may go to 3 months as well. They were not very sure about it. So, can the upcoming ExCom can decide whether they want to look into another venue or continue here. So, Foodlands gets refurbished and we go back there. Being month of Ramadan, the spirit, the activeness the Toastmasters have shown to have a meeting, even though we decided to cancel 2 days back, and in 2 days notice still showed the positive attitude to have a meeting. Itself shows Mussafah Toastmasters Club has a long way to go ahead. So I personally thank everybody, current ExCom, the upcoming ExCom, all the Toastmaster members for the support provided for the current year. We didn't meet the expectations. We could score only 8 out of 10. But still, the ship was kept steady. Somehow it didn't drop. The journey will continue. Wishing good luck to the upcoming ExCom, the entire team, in particular President Toastmaster Rajesh Palikari, who had a good term previously. I had been in that ExCom as VP membership. Definitely the club is in good hands. So once again, thank everybody for the wonderful opportunity we had here. Let's later for the master. Now I'm talking as president. Toastmaster of the evening will be right. We are in the month of Ramadan, the holy month. That is the theme of the meeting. Toastmaster of the evening is a veteran Toastmaster, Toastmaster John Thomas, who is an IT professional working in the NPCC. But he has his own reservations on using smartphones, apps.
No mania.
So please welcome. Please welcome Toastmaster John Thomas.
Thank you, President. Hot good afternoon to all honorable members. I am honored to be here as Toastmaster of this meeting, our meeting number 156. And before we get into the meeting, I would say a few words of thanks to the current executive committee who have led us for the past 1 year. They have done an exemplary job. As he said, we are still steady and looking forward to reach new heights. So the past 1 year, the highlight of their tenure was the club contest. This is what I feel. It was done exceptionally well. There was beautiful lunch served in between. which Toastmasters history.
First time in history, yeah.
So you will be remembered for that club contest. It was so well arranged. So thank you again for all ex-com members who have.
And we could send many people to division. That's not easy.
That's right. So yeah, second reason is this is the first time in Mussafah Toastmasters history that somebody is representing every contest. All the 4 contests
We have representation.
we were having representation in the division contest. So that's another feather in the cap of the EXCOM team as well as Mussafah Toastmasters Club. As you can see from the agenda, the theme of the meeting is the Holy Month. And as you all are aware, there is no better theme to be kept during this season than the Holy Month. Because all of us we are here for quite some time. Most of us have spent long years. And we've been experiencing the Holy Month of Ramadan for so many years. And as many of you are, I don't know how many of you are aware, Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic calendar. And the word Ramadan was derived from an Arabic word. It's called Ramadan. And the meaning of the word is intense scorching heat and extreme dryness. And what we believe is Ramadan will wash away or cleanse you from the sins. And today is very important because tonight is the holiest of all the nights during the entire month of Ramadan. Today is the 27th night of this year's Ramadan, and that is called Laylat al-Qadr. It's the night of power. And 27th night is the most holiest of the whole month of Ramadan. And it is believed that Holy Quran was given to the mankind. I don't say on this particular day, but majority of the people believe that this day. Correct me if I am wrong. Actually, I might be wrong. So, and all of us are aware that at least for outsiders or people who are outside the community, Ramadan represents fasting. And fasting during the entire month of Ramadan is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. So we have seen people around us very compassionately, with strong will. Even if the temperature outside is 50 degrees, they follow that strongly and religiously. So that's why now, as I said, the most appropriate theme for this meeting on this day is the Holy Month. Now do we have guests to introduce? So before we get into the agenda, there are some minor corrections. I think we are 99%. We are sticking to the agenda, but there are some minor corrections. So I request all of you to note down those corrections. Unfortunately, we have only one project speech, and that's the CC project of Toastmaster Dinesh Kumar. So Toastmaster Dinesh Kumar will be delivering his project number 10. So that's going to be the only project speech. So, and the second change is the Quizmaster's role is being taken by Toastmaster Rashid in a short notice. Thank you very much for coming forward and taking up that role. Rest of the agenda remains the same. I am being assisted by a very efficient team of Toastmasters to conduct this meeting successfully. So let me introduce the supporting team. who is going to run this show today. The timer's role is taken up by Toastmaster P.O. Anthony. May I request Toastmaster P.O. Anthony to explain the timer's role.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My role being the timer is to assist the speaker the time frame, and the proper timing will be given before the speech begins. Thank you.
We have Toastmaster Sajid Suleiman taking up playing 2 roles today. He will be doing an operator role as well as the word master role. So may I request President Toastmaster Sajid Suleiman to read out the role details.
Good evening once again.
Good evening.
As our counter, I will be counting the and repetitive words during the proceedings. The word of the day is exemplary. Meaning is perfect, ideal, faultless, impeccable, worthy of imitation, commendable. Examples of sentence: he showed exemplary track manners, almost coming to a halt on occasion to let faster cars pass. The father of the toddler showed exemplary patience. I encourage all the members to use the word of the day, exemplary. As a grammarian, I'll be listening to grammatical recommendations, improvements, if any.
We have a very dynamic Toastmaster taking up the role of table topics master today. So may I request Toastmaster Rajesh Kaur to read out
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests which is not there today. So table topic is very exciting, entertaining and challenging session of our meeting. We have been doing it in different ways. So today is also a normal way. It's a different meeting, so it will be a different experience altogether. Toastmasters normally they have introduced these table topics to challenge the impromptu communication skills and to allow Toastmasters to think effectively on their feet by answering the unrehearsed questions. So I will be playing the role of table topic master, and we'll give the timings before we go for the session. Thank you.
Toastmaster Rashid will be Toastmaster today. So may I request Toastmaster Rashid to explain his role.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Today my role is master. I will be checking who is listening the speeches and will be asking questions among the speeches from the speeches.
Thank you.
So our general evaluator for this meeting is Toastmaster Deepak Joseph, who has already come on, who has already opened the meeting as Adhir. So may I request Toastmaster Deepak Joseph to explain his role.
As a general evaluator, I will be evaluating the complete session meeting session from the start to the end. We know that the project speaker and the evaluator will be evaluated, but there are other role players which needs to be evaluated. So I will be performing that role, and the report will be given at the end of the meeting. So,
The thought of the meeting, thought of the day is going to be delivered by our veteran Toastmaster P.O. Anthony. So may I request Toastmaster P.O. tell us a thought today.
Good evening once again.
Good evening.
So today I thought I will share the story of the Chinese bamboo. Have you heard of this Chinese bamboo story?
Yes.
The Chinese bamboo story is like the farmer. He plants a small seed in a very particular day, the beginning of the year, water it, fertilize it, he waits till the end of the year, but nothing happens. Second day comes, he You water it, fertilize it, wait till the end of the year, same story, nothing happens. Third year comes, again he water it, fertilize it, patiently wait till the end of the year, nothing happened. Even the fourth year, the same story, but he never gives up. Fifth year comes, again he goes to the plant and water it, fertilize it, the sprout comes out. Only on fifth year. This farmer, this particular farmer is very sure this happens only on fifth year. All these 4 years, he will be patiently waiting for the fifth year to see that sprout. This is exactly the human life is all about. Today when we sit and enjoy the freedom of speaking on the stage, at least about me, I am taking the fruits of the seed which I planted 6 years back. Which happens in this Chinese bamboo is, this 4 years, the roots is growing towards the other end. And it is getting the strength to come out. So I thought I will share this story. And this is how the Toastmasters is developed. Thank you very much.
That was an exemplary message. Thank you, Toastmaster Pio, for that. Now we are getting on with our prepared speech. The first speech and the only speech is going to be delivered by Toastmaster Dinesh Kumar. This is going to be, he will be completing his CC manual with this speech. This is his project number 10. Inspire your audience. Inspire your audience. The project is Inspire Your Audience. And he will be evaluated by Toastmaster Rajesh Pallikari. So may I request Toastmaster Rajesh Pallikari to read out the objectives for speech project number 10.
Toastmaster Dinesh is going to give the 10th project Inspire Your Audience. The objectives are to inspire the audience by appealing to noble motives and challenging the audience to achieve a higher level of beliefs or achievement. Appeal to the audience needs and emotions using stories, anecdotes, and quotes and ad drama. Avoid using notes. Time of the is 8 to 10 minutes. And we expect some explanatory. What is the word? Explanatory is the project.
Thank you.
May I request our timer, Toastmaster Pio Anthony, to read out the timing rules for this speech.
For the 10th project done by Toastmaster Dinesh Kumar is allotted with 10 minutes and 8 minutes you will see the green light, 9th minute amber and the 10th minute the red until you finish the speech. And today I will be using our Toastmasters official
Timing device.
timing is the application. And the best thing is like if you open it with your own password, you get all your registered members' names in it. So now I have chosen a timer's roll. Now I am going to see your name is there. Then I can choose what kind of speech you are going to take. Intro speech, prepared extended speech, 8 to 10 minutes. So now you get the stopwatch. And this will be recorded there. Every time it will remain this history. So you can check any time when you want. So let's start practicing this also. Okay.
Thank you, Toastmaster. A word of thanks, a special word of thanks. Toastmaster Dinesh, as all of you are aware, we were not prepared to conduct this meeting because there were so lot of uncertainties. So he was not very keen or well prepared to deliver this speech, but I insisted, I requested him to deliver because we do not have any other speaker. So thank you very much and all the very best, Toastmaster Dinesh.
And you can deliver this speech again once we've done.
Ramadan Mubarak to all. Plant a tree, the tree will grow and it will give fruits or shade to others. Each of the heartfelt person who come under the shelter of the tree will be a dua for you. That is what believe in Asian community. Each prayer is
giving you a strength. But if a million prayer together will make you very powerful. Good afternoon, beloved Toastmasters, our guests today. Normally, Nobel Prizes are awarded to scientists, social workers, and musicians or politicians in the name of peace. But in 2004, for the first time, an environmental activist was awarded a Nobel Prize. A lady with a broad smile and a broad chest also. She is 6 feet tall. Do you know her name?
Kenyan lady.
A Kenyan lady. She is Matai. Matai was a very good student in her school life. She comes from a family which is very, very much struggling for their existence. Her father worked as a peon in a wood making factory, and with difficulty he brought up his children. The children were all exemplarily bright students. However, at her 8th standard, there was a stagnant time came that the activists, the environmental activists, stopped the woodcutting factory, and her father lost the job. When her father lost the job, the total family came in a difficult situation. They cannot move forward. So what others would have done is they would have thought about raising the unemployment case as a big thing and getting the factory opened again. But this nice father, he told that I was working there with half of my heart sad. Just to feed you all, I work there. I don't want that job because we are cutting the wood, we are cutting our mother to get our food. So from that day, the young Matai got a feeling that we should promote environment. She was studying biology as me in all her courses. The father somehow got another job and they moved on. And she got admission into college. She was a very bright student. She got admission to the college, and from the college she passed BSc Zoology from that college, and she was selected with scholarship to UK University. In UK, she was again known with botany, means plant sciences. She was with the veterinary sciences. But from there, with scholarship, she went to Germany and completed her doctoral studies in veterinary sciences. However, during veterinary sciences study, she used to attend a lot of camps. While attending the camps, she has seen the cutout trees standing here and there, and everywhere there is a silence like which is in the cemetery. She heard that silence. That silence pierced into her mind. She started thinking that who is affected by that? Number one is Mother Nature, a lady. Number two, the man, he can find a job anywhere else. The lady, she can find the job in her locality only. But every time we cut a tree, one job is lost at least. So we cut a forest, a lot of jobs are lost. We cut a forest, immediately there is a lot of job, short term. But in long term, a lot of jobs are gone. So that made her to think again and again, and she decided to work work against deforestation. Now, how to start it? There is no funds available, and you will not be. It was 1976. We did not heard about ozone layer and depletion of ozone layers and melting ice from the North Pole, etc., etc. Trees and forests are always considered as a mark of uncivilized place. Where this lady started from there. She started organizing social camps where the ladies came together, they sang songs, they danced, telling the people the necessity to plant more trees. There started a very great organization called Green Belt. The Green Belt started in 1976 and continued their efforts. In 1981, by 1981, Green Belt have planted more than 20 million trees. Then they again continued the efforts. They spread the message to different areas. It was very, very interesting way they spread the messages. She was a community leader. So everyone used to bring their child to put a name for this child. Then she took the child and called a name and told the father to plant a tree there and make sure that this child and that tree have same name and same fate. So they move on like that, different ways, attacking the mind of the people, conquering the mindset of all the places wherever she taught. Finally, in 2004, when Nobel Prize was thought about, there is no other name put forward for peace. 2004 is the year when there is a good leadership traits shown by a lot of Boris Yeltsin and Clinton. Those all were there, but suddenly a new candidate came, and that way a black lady got this award, Nobel Prize. Now that shows that if you have an intense desire within yourself for a noble cause, and you are very planly, adamantly, continuously, without fearing that it will fail, have good faith on it, proceed strongly, you will achieve greater results. Okay.
That was indeed an inspiring speech. So, Muslims who are physically fit or able are supposed to fast during the whole month of Ramadan, but there are exceptions. Pregnant ladies, elderly people, people who are sick, people who are traveling, who are doing hard labor, all these are exempted. But if you are able to do the fast at a later time, you can do that. You can compensate the lost days at some other time. And they start the fast before sunrise with a meal, and that is called suhoor. And the fast is they end the fast, people who fast end their fast after the sunset, and that meal is called iftar. And the whole day is spent in prayers. And charity is another aspect which is attached to Ramadan. So this is the time people spend a major portion of their wealth on charity. Now, the speech of Toastmaster Dinesh Kumar will be evaluated by the future President Toastmaster Rajesh Palligari. May I request Toastmaster Rajesh Palligari to be on dialogue and evaluate Toastmaster speech. So may I request our timer Toastmaster PO to read out the timing for evaluation.
Before that, Toastmaster Dinesh has taken 9 minutes and 34 seconds, and he is qualified. And if you look at this application, when it comes to the amber, it will automatically show the red line. Previously it was green, then after that it will come to red. So let's practice. I think we need to practice this. And now for evaluation, it is 2 to 3 minutes. 2 minutes will be green light, 2.5 minutes amber, and 3 minutes will be red light till you finish your evaluation.
Evaluation by Toastmaster Rajesh Palligari.
Toastmaster of the day, fellow members, especially our speaker, Toastmaster Dinesh.
Good evening.
Good evening.
And indeed, it was an exemplary speech. And it is the 10th speech to inspire the audience. The objective of the speech was to inspire the audience to find anecdotes. And he found a very beautiful anecdote and was intelligently crafted the speech. And for inspire anybody, you have to show somebody who has achieved something. So that's why you chosen the Nobel Prize one, Mrs. Malayalee. Kerala should have written Mrs. Malayalee. It is Mrs. Malayalee. And of course, when there is a celebrity or a achiever, everybody wants to follow that. Because human nature, if somebody is getting some fame or anything, we follow them. There is no other better way to inspire somebody than giving an example of some celebrities. That is done very excellently. And next, subject, nurturing the nature of Mother Nature. That it is, at this time it is a need. It is not only for us, everybody has to follow this one. For that one, he chosen the correct subject. And every one of us, we want to save our earth, but we don't do that. That is why he delivered his speech. We want to do, but we are not doing it. So, henceforth, we have to do something for our Mother Nature. That is our intention. And for the negative part, for the improvement, as he was telling that preparation, you had a good story, but there was no ending. Ending in the sense, the conclusion, you have to tell the audience on your part what you have to do. You are inspiring the audience, you are not telling a story. So the audience you have to tell, this is what is happening, this is what he achieved, this is what he did. And on this day, the thought of today and the speech was the same subject. And finally you should tell, okay, what will happen if you harm the nature and what we have to do. Like we have to plant a tree or we should not cut a tree. Something we should, we need to execute something to achieve that one. That part was missing. That was the more important in this speech because we are inspired. And when we go out, you have to change the audience to do something new. That part I found it is little. We understood what you want to tell, but that you explicitly you did not mention that one. That when you practice, because I don't know, you did not practice the time. When you see the upper line, you started to conclude the speech. That is why you were not able to deliver that part. I definitely know you had that script to conclude that one. Otherwise, once again, it was exemplary good speech, and I wish you all the best in your life. Giving a big round of applause.
So you are speaking of CC, no?
Yeah.
I will be doing this.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
That's
again.
Technically, you are CC.
Objective 90% for your satisfaction. One good thing about may I request Timer Toastmaster PO to read down the time?
Toastmaster Rajesh Pandit has taken 3 minutes and 12 seconds for the evaluation of Toastmaster Dinesh.
Qualified for voting.
The good thing about today's meeting is we can avoid the complexity of selecting the best speaker and best evaluator.
But it comes for the topic.
Yeah, I said best speaker and best evaluators. Well, okay. So let's get down to the most interesting part of our session, which is the table topics. And table topic speaker, Toastmaster Rajesh, is so lucky because we can invite the entire audience to take part. Twice. Only thing is provided you have enough number of table topics.
Yeah, I have told this.
So may I request Toastmaster Rajesh Palligari to be on dais for his table topics. Before that, the timer table Toastmaster PO, please read out the timing.
Good evening once again. Timing allotted for table topic session is 1 to 2 minutes. 1 minute will be the green light, 1.5 minutes amber, and 2 minutes the green light will be on. The red light will be on until you finish the speech. All three.
Toastmaster Rajesh, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster John Thomas. It's my pleasure to be the table topic master today, and we have enough time, and so we can. Each one of us can have the opportunity to deliver our.
I think that, maybe because maybe we can extend the time, we get more time to speak, because always we will not comments at the time. We have got more than an hour.
No, we can have twice, but we will not change the timing.
Yeah. Either way, no?
So I would request all of you to volunteer and come on as otherwise I have no option.
We can start like this.
I think that will be good.
Yeah. I request Toastmasters again. When was the last time you tried something new? When was the last time you tried something new?
When was table topic master? Toastmaster of the evening. Fellow Toastmasters, a good evening.
Good evening.
When was the last time I tried something new? Maybe today. Every day we do something new. At workplace, every day I find something new. So if you relate it in that aspect, every day we meet new people. Every day we do something new. The projects are not unique. Something new is there which we encounter. But that may not be the answer that everybody wants to listen to.
Listen something that made you happy. Workplace, we don't remind me of workplace.
Workplace nobody wants to remember. Last time I did something new.
Maybe for your daughter's birthday.
We have a new venue for the Toastmasters. It is again new. Not to the daughter's birthday, to a friend's daughter's birthday. I've done something new very recently. They had a competition with props, which I haven't done for a long time, with wig and blowing goggles. And so if I show you that photograph, you will not realize that it's me. So I got an opportunity to put those attire and do something new. So that's something new I have done recently and last, which is worth remembering.
Don't call the name.
Do you think crying is a sign of weakness or strength? Do you think crying is a sign of weakness or strength?
Red light already is lost.
fellow members. Once again, good evening.
Good evening.
Crying is not a weakness. It is my opinion. In fact, crying relieves your stress in some extent. Generally, they say crying is a women attitude or ladies attitude. But if you ask me, I do cry sometimes. And if you cry sometime, and you will get relaxed, some of the events, even while watching the movie, sometimes in that movie, if I watch any sad movies, generally I don't watch the sad movies, I should go for the comedy. Because that's not the reason. I get much emotional and I cry. And my wife doesn't cry. And she says, why you Actually, it gives a relief for me. So there's some tension in everybody's head, something is there. When you cry, our body chemistry changes. And it gives some relief feeling after your. And if somebody has not cried, you try this one. And I'm sure after crying, it will give you a relaxation. And I always feel crying is not a weakness. It is a thing emotionally you are involved in something. And if you are attached to emotionally something, definitely you will cry. Otherwise, like a robot, if you are there, definitely you will not cry. So I feel as a human being, crying is not a weakness, it is a strength.
Thank you.
First time
Which is worse, failing or never trying? Which is worse, failing or never trying?
Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters.
Good evening.
Which is worse, failing or not trying? I will definitely choose never trying. Because failure, if success has no end, it means failure is not a stop point, it's just a beginning. If success is no end, then failure is just a starting point, it's not an end. At least we tried something to achieve. We gained something new knowledge, something experience we had, we gained confidence. So we have to make a failure as a step towards the success. Suppose if we don't try, we don't know anything about it. We are just idly sitting somewhere. We never know new things, we never tried, we never gained confidence, and we are idly sitting somewhere and we have no right to blind something, no right to blind or no right to tell something about it if you are not trying anything. And as we used to say that we all are human. Human make mistakes. We make mistakes, so we fight. But the important thing is we have to learn from the failure and move ahead instead of stuck in the failure. In contra, if we don't try, as in we all used to hear, a ship is not a ship if it is not sailing. Maybe it is not reaching to the destination. But if it is not sailing, it's not a ship. It's just some wooden or something. That's a lot to you. Thank you.
What is the one thing you would most like to change about the world? What is the one thing you would most like to change about the world?
Table of Master, Toastmasters of the evening, and Toastmasters. Everyone, good evening to one another. What is the one thing which I would like to change the most in this world? It's kind of a hard question because there are a lot of things which I want to change. But coming to the taking the relevance of the topics given by our project speaker and thought of the day, I would prefer to go with the option of global warming because that is one of the major crises, environmental crises which we are facing in the current world. And one of the best solution for recovering from that is planting trees, both Toastmaster PO as well as Toastmaster Dinesh has already spoken. Planting trees is one of the things which is, it has to be made a habit for each and every human being to celebrate any special occasions, so that it has a multiple purpose. One is it helps to regain the natural balance, as well as it is like we are nurturing a life. Tree is a living thing, so that is something which I would like to propagate to all the people, and I would like to request everyone who has me that rather than celebrating by spending too much or celebrating by roasting some fireworks or something like that, it's always better that if you can propagate by planting a sapling or planting a small tree in your locality, that will in turn be helpful to you as well as to the community. Over to you.
So you were sleeping, so I will give it another question. If today was the last day of your life, would you want to do what you are about to do today? If today was the last day of your life, would you want to do what you are about to do today?
Table topic master of the evening, Toastmaster of the evening, and fellow Toastmasters. If it is my last day, I have still, what is time now? 5. I have still 7 hours more. Log on to a computer, log on to the internet, open the mail, send the mail that what each of your person should do, that what you thought about them. Ask for apology if you have done mistakes to someone. That 12 o'clock I will die. Don't try to save me because it is decided by God and Toastmasters. And settle all your money, who you should give, where it should go, and not only to the bank. Okay. And make a will which clearly says that your assets should be taken care by them. That is first thing I do. Second thing, I will go and eat some jalebis without any good feeling, without any. So I will enjoy the remaining few hours, and I will log on to the internet again and see good film which I forgot to see or which I was waiting to see. And I will prepare myself to tell what I should tell when I see my mother in paradise. Thank you.
What makes you angry and why? What makes you angry and why?
Table topics master, fellow members, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
There are a couple of things which makes me really angry. One of them is injustice done to weaker people weaker than you. If you have done an injustice, people who are stronger than you, I don't mind. But if somebody is doing an injustice to somebody who are smaller, weaker than you, makes me angry. I might unintentionally do it myself, but intentionally I will try not to do such things. And somebody doing that will definitely make me angry. Another thing which makes me angry is especially people close to me doing two silly things. They don't apply common sense.
They use WhatsApp.
That to some extent that is okay. So when I said people too close to me, it's my wife and children. So if they do very silly things, I really get angry. That's the only time which I shout at them. Everything else is fine, but people with the even a couple of days back I made a comment that common sense is not that common. Okay? So people doing silly things and people doing injustice to the weaker people are two things which make me really angry. Thank you.
I have very close to Toastmasters, don't use WhatsApp.
This is a bit tricky.
Switch off to the ramp.
Is it possible to lie without saying a word? Is it possible to lie without saying a word?
Toastmasters of the evening, table topic master, outgoing present, incoming present, and friends. Good evening.
Good evening.
Of course, it is possible. Expressions are much more talkative than words. Your face will talk much more than your mouth. So, to pretend something or to express a lie in front of your wife or your kids or your boss or your subordinates is very easy with actions. And we all do that in our office and many times. And I do that, I have to do that. Because when you face customers, when you interact with customers, this is the only option that you can pass message to your subordinates. When you have somebody, frying you, if you have a customer frying you in front of you sitting, this is the only option how you can lie. Because others get the message, but you cannot talk. So this is very much, it's a kind of tactic that we all use in our day-to-day business and day-to-day life. And I think I'm doing it with my kids also, I believe. So lying without words, I don't think it's easy. And I don't know, is that the meaning that you are expecting from my side? But I have taken it in this way. Oh,
Thank you. So, shall you rotate again or?
No, it's okay. Everybody can.
No, you can ask.
Let table topics sponsor try table topics.
Yes.
Why is that?
No, don't bring it from there.
Any other
No.
topic?
Any other.
Any other one? Any other one?
Too many, you might not remember, there are
Okay.
365, one for a day.
He will do that. You don't know him.
he wrote it, right?
Yeah.
You might not have it.
He copy pasted.
It is from the internet.
Into the last moment.
It's control C, control V.
What is it? Control C, control V.
And control B.
So these are all on your phone also. In the same app.
Same app it is.
Same app.
It is
There are
the
questions,
same
na?
app. I told you app in that.
There are questions.
What is the number one solution to healing the world? What is the number one solution to healing the world? Christy?
Toastmasters of learning. A very interesting question I have got, and I am lucky to speak on this topic. There is only one way, love, which leads to healing. If there is any broken relationship, love is the only solution which can help to heal. So even if the relationship has gone to extremes, you can bring it back. Recently I heard on YouTube a very nice video about the the arrow and the bow. It's like life is like that. Every relationship, either you find the relationship between a boss and the junior wife, husband, son, father, any relationship, be it personal, professional, any relationship. So it's kind of a bow and the arrow. So if somebody pulls, you have to go, and the relationship works like that. The more you go, the more relationship will work. Otherwise, all relationship they have something wrong in it. So it's all about love. Whenever we feel, whenever there is a strain in relationship, just bring in love. Things will get automatically healed. Even if they get worsened, the more you put love factor into it, it will be healed. So this is the most important thing which comes, and then with love comes spirituality automatically. So then your relationship will become more pious, and the spiritual things will come into it. The healing will automatically happen. Over to you.
You can wind up your thing. Mandatory you have to complete.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajesh. That was indeed an exemplary session. It's good that all of us could participate and we are on time. We are much, before time. Now, Ramadan is all about caring, sharing, and getting close to the Almighty. So, Muslims, they spend more time praying, reciting Quran, and giving more to charity during this month, as the rewards of good deeds in the fasting month are multiplied. So let's go back to our role players and listen from them how the meeting was generally conducted. So may I request, before that, timing, may I?
For the everybody, right?
Tabletop style.
Saji Suleiman, Saji Suleiman has taken 2 minutes 12 seconds. Rajesh Padir has taken 1 minute 30 seconds. Rashid has taken 1 minute 38 seconds. Deepak has taken 1 minute 53 seconds. Dinesh has taken 1 minute 36 seconds. John Thomas has taken 1 minute 33 seconds. Pio has taken 1 minute 24 seconds. And Rajesh Padir has taken 1 minute 33 seconds. That is all our qualifying.
That's wonderful performance. So let's voting. Yeah, I think do voting only. So I think there must be some people from the.
So I think voting also needs an application, right? The picture.
In the meantime, may I request the quiz master.
So are we going to wind up? No, we are going to close it.
To test our ability to listen carefully.
Good evening once again.
Good evening.
I will ask few questions. I think we have enough time. Or
Yeah, you can ask everybody can ask
There are
questions.
at least 25 questions you can ask.
only 6 or 7 minutes. What is the highlights of last year EXCOM members, which Toastmasters don't mention here?
Contest.
Contest.
Award is contest. And the lunch is the second thing. And division contest is there.
Congrats, last EXCOM.
And we receive 8 points.
And who are the exempted from fasting?
Pregnant ladies, hardworking people,
Any other?
And we
sick people, old people, kids, traveling people, kids.
It's not hardworking people.
Hardly one.
Not hard labor.
I think we got more than
I don't remember the speeches.
If it is hardworking, then nobody would fast.
Hard labor.
Okay, next third one. Toastmaster Pio Anthony, he mentioned 5 years. There is some farmer is pouring water. Which type of tree is there?
Chinese mango.
You are in the tabletop, you can ask
Coming
questions.
to Toastmaster Dinesh. What are the lady 9 who got Nobel Prize and which year? And which year?
1974.
2004.
You give.
What is the organization in 2004?
Meeting correct.
And which year?
1976.
And what is the biggest achievement he pointed out in this organization?
20 million trees.
Which year?